Hey everybody, clearing. All right, so I just decided to come on here and do a second reading today. This is Divine Masculine, and what I'm hearing is avant-garde. So we're gonna have a look at what the masculines haven't said to the feminines. This is like out there stuff, creative things, possibly some secrets, but let's get into the regular divine counterpart check-in and see what these divine masculines haven't shared with their feminine at this time or up until now regarding the connections, how they feel about their feminine, all of that. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the divine masculines in this collective, and what they haven't filled their divine feminines in on so far in this journey? What are their hidden thoughts about the connection, about their feminine, about their feelings for the connection and their feminine, what they wish to manifest here, what their actions are, what their biggest challenge is, what is their solution that they are deciphering about that challenge, and where's the connection going in the near future. So this is all stuff that they haven't shared. Maybe kind of different angles that the feminines wouldn't guess that the masculines have been considering. Okay, about the connections in general, we get Lord of the Hosts of the Mighty, the Blasted Tower, and Queen of Pentacles. Oh, they knew you were the one from the moment they saw you. It was undeniable. Love at first sight. Queen of Pentacles is my wifey card, and the Tower is like gobsmacked. Is that the saying? I don't know. Anyways, this is like boom, like bonked them over the head with a 2x4, kind of knowing that this is my person. But this was face down. I don't think they've told you that. I don't think that they have actually told you how immediately sure they were that you were theirs. What else can we see? They've been keeping this under lock and key the whole time. So this is like the safeguard on the heart chakra. So your masculine feminine has, you know, at all costs, kept this under wraps. This is a scarcity card. So fear of lack, competition, inadequacy, falling short, anything, like they're like, oh my gosh, there she is, they are. Gender, how it resonates, but they knew. It was like, OMG, here they are. Okay, what have they not shared about their divine feminine? Temperance and strength. Wow. That even though they knew who you were right away, they weren't ready, and that you have helped heal them. You have helped them overcome every single devil energy, illusion, fear that they've ever had. You are the antidote, the remedy, the counteraction to everything that has ailed them. With you, there is hope. With you, there is perfection, I just heard. Daughter of the reconcilers and strength. So I'm also hearing that you are the overcoming of the devil, the ego, the illusion. You are the one worth fighting for, sticking with, through thick and thin, ride or die, till death do us part, good times and bad, sickness and in health. So yeah, I mean, they may not have told you that they feel that way. You might have felt that way, feminines, but your masculine may not have actually told you how valid those feelings are for them. Advice or more. Wow, temperance. So when you heal, you'll know this about your counterpart. The more healed you are, the more obvious their healing or their overcoming or their affinity with you becomes, where you don't have to guess, you don't have to, you know, ask them, they don't have to prove it aside from just being them in their alignment. when you're healed and in your alignment, it makes sense from that place. When you're in your wounding, you're going to see other things in the connection. But when you're in your healing, it's obvious. What can we see for how these masculines may have not communicated on the heart space about the connections? Three of Wands, Lord of Established Strength, and Three of Cups. Okay. I'm getting third-party energy here with the Three of Cups. There are a few messages. Three of Cups is a bit of a complex card for the way that I read tarot. We do have the Three of Wands, Lord of Established Strength. So before they met you, they felt like they had to be in a certain kind of masculine dominance to polarize with unhealed feminine energy. And so they had learned, been imprinted by broken templates, and they were going at it like that in ways that wasn't honoring. And with your connection, it's softened this. It's shown them what is actually warranted and needed in a truly aligned connection versus the act, the pretense, the mask. That's one message. So it became very obvious to them that they had been putting on a show for the world with the way they had cultivated a masculine persona. With you, because of your unconditional friendship, they have been disarmed. They've been able to put that down. They also know it doesn't work with you. Their usual games, their usual tactics, the things they learned to manipulate karmic energy with wasn't gratifying with you. It backfired. It got opposite results. It wasn't the deepest result that they wanted or were looking for when they used those tactics, but you still stuck by unconditionally, regardless, feminines, in a way that showed them the error of their ways. They also realize you've been a true friend because your happiness has not depended on their healing. You've been able to hold your own in this connection. You've been a true friend indeed, I heard. On the heart space, they know this. On the heart space, they know they haven't needed to dominate you. Love is God, I just heard. And so in many ways, your love has not so much dominated your masculine, but trumped their games. Yeah, and they're catching on to this. Here's the strategy secrecy card. That fox is peeking. They're not deluding themselves. They are seeing this for what it is. And this also is setting you apart from other options, other feminine energies, other examples and histories. You are in a class of your own here, feminines. What haven't they told you on the heart of heart? Oh, justice and the devil, like no matter which way they look at it, you make sense. They have actually tried to make this connection not make sense. And every single time they go down that rabbit hole, off on that tangent, they are shown why you're the best one. Every time they've tried to pull apart, every time they've been deluded and feared that you were not meant to be. The devil can represent the fears. The Justice card can represent, even when it doesn't make sense, when there's a disconnect, it still is on the heart space the only thing that has, in some sense, ever made sense, ever actually shown love. No matter what has happened in this connection, it's justified. Wow. Advice, Son of Cups. This is a romantic offer. This is smitten energy. This is gratitude, appreciation, admiration, affection. This is affection. This is care. This is like real, true falling in love and authentic care. That is a really special, lovely feeling because through thick and thin, no matter what, they cannot find a reason to stop caring. They have tried every manner of control. What was that? Lord of Established Strength. that feigned or forced masculinity, they have not been able to overcome the care they feel for you. They've not been able to dash it or diminish it. On the heart space, it's there, no matter what, even when there's been an illusion that it has not been there or ended from their side or your side or what have you. They cannot justify denying the love any longer, I just heard. Oh, so they haven't told you that right now. They're feeling that way. What can we see for the desires, the wishes, the manifestations that they haven't? Oh, yep. So if you had any doubt who this admiration and affection and care was for, we got the Queen of Pentacles to begin with, and here we get the Queen of Pentacles again with this love. And so what they want to manifest is, this is that wifey energy, but this offer of love to you. We got the Queen of Pentacles here as the love at first sight. There's my person. That's the one. There they are. That one's mine. You're so mine. All of that kind of energy. It's right here. Again, this is what they want to go towards. Advice. Oh, progress. Putting down all the failed attempts, all the failed faulty logic, fake news, putting it all down. Going towards that promise, the rainbow, the hope, the smooth sailing, the real deal, truth. What can we see for the action these masculines are taking? 9 of Wands and 7 of Wands, putting down the guard, upping the bravery. I just saw 1144. So they are making steps to supersede, surpass previous limitations, people, places, things that were holding them back. There is a clearing of that right now. They're dropping the clinging to the familiar, is what I just heard. Advice. Ooh, nice. We get the 8 of Wands here, which is the energetic transference between counterparts. I haven't seen this card in the upright for a long time. It's been deeply inverted and everybody going through a reality check internally with what we all each really want and need in our own right. This is opening the channels again. So you may be starting to feel this, feminines, as your masculine is, you might actually get, so this is a bit sophisticated because this is very finely attuned and masterful read of energy between two without it being spoken. It's an energetic exchange. So whatever this dropping of the attachments to karma and superseding people, places, and things, you might be picking up on how significant that is in their life right now. Like, it's a game changer, and you might be privy to the nuance of the energy of it all, whereas other people involved might really be looking at it and not have the foggiest idea about why certain things are happening right now. But you feminines, you're very discerning and savvy, and you're likely seeing how some great changes are occurring right now, making way for where the masculines are meant to be, not where they've been tethered. I have a sneaky suspicion that the masculines are as far ahead in this regard as you are, but that you haven't been talking, because these are things the masculines have not said out loud to you, feminines. Yeah, so you've been picking up on it energetically, but you know that whatever change is in the mix, the winds of change, that this is what you've both asked for. Emerging. What is the biggest challenge the masculines have not shared? King of Swords and 6 of Cups. So they have not communicated the reunion that they have been planning, that's been in the works, that they have been manifesting, desiring. They have said nothing to you about this. Nothing. They may not have even told you, to the extent they feel this soul connection. This is the challenge, is how do you bring that in if you've not breathed a word or indicated it? So in many cases, these readings are for people who have not kicked off a romantic commitment with this person, or there's been a major ending and they have not yet said that they would be open to a restart. What can we see for advice? The Sun, it is going to come to light. I heard in the near future, there's going to be indication that there is this level of affinity, this level of care. There's something that's going to come in that's going to show you that your counterpart, there's been more going on regarding you, feminines, than you have yet been told. So the Sun does promise full awareness, validation, recognition, enlightenment about something. So you will be fully enlightened about your masculine, almost cloaking or opposites day or pretending or denying how much they feel the soul connection. It feels like the cat will be let out of the bag. Like something is going to dawn on you. Even just the fact that you've two have stood the test of time. There's something. I'm actually going to clarify this because it wants to be said. I'm just going around in circles a bit. But what is this going to have to do with? Thank you, Divine Creator. What is this? Sun confirming here. Freedom. Okay, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness, right? Okay, so the biggest indicator, feminines, is that you will see your masculine taking their own happiness into their own hands and freeing themselves from something that was not a fit, that was holding them back. So this is just a confirmation that what's good for them is good for your union. What's good for you is good for your union. And you're going to have some enlightenment about that. But that's the biggest challenge, is that they have had their hands full with the things going on that they haven't been free from so far. So whatever it is that's constrained them so that they have not been able to focus time, energy, in any way fully in these connections, whatever has been keeping them back, that's being released. What is the solution that the masculines haven't shared? Well, the King of Cups, Prince of the Chariot of Waters, and King of Pentacles. How much love? That's the hubby card now, coming in for the Queen of Pentacles. So this is movement, forward motion because of the love here, because there's so much care. The Knight of Cups that we saw twice turns into this King of Cups, and then the Pentacles, King of Pentacles, is where that love gets the commitment. So, wow, that's the solution. So there seems to be a surprise in the energy. This could be divine timing when with that Queen of Pentacles and the love at first sight from the moment you met, and now this solution coming in with commitment. And the King of Pentacles is also the entrepreneur and also financial success. So this love that your masculine has had for you, even if it hasn't been time, even if they have not been communicating financial and legal and decisions with you, it's been backing. This love that they've had for you since day one has been backing this transformation, the evolution into becoming this King of Pentacles, their highest potential. We've got all these kings here. So the King of, what is it? We've got Cups, Pentacles, Swords, Wands. So the Passion, that would come next. So that's the one that's highlighted here. So, you know, this is really good old-fashioned courtship, because the King of Wands would be that monogamous consummation energy in this context. And so, yeah, there does seem to be something your counterpart has not told you about the degree they feel this on the soul level and how much they want to be your life partner. What can we see for advice here? Ooh, Justice. This can be divorces. If there are other relationships in the mix, this can truly mean that they are waiting for something else on their end or your end to finalize before they offer you connection. This could happen fast. Like if there is a legal matter or a financial matter or a divorce or something going on, as soon as that's complete, that seems to be the factor that is the indicator as to the timing for this King of Pentacles to pounce. I just heard announce. Yeah, so I'm also being drawn, this card has come out a few times in recent readings, but in this, the masculine is staring the snake in the eye, while the birds of communication are leaning towards the feminine here. So the masculines are not just simply waiting for a chance to make it official, propose, surprise you. Wow, that's big energy. I'm so happy for anyone that is going to be for. They are busy focused on the illusions, the, snakes shedding their old skin. There could be rapid changes that the masculines are focused on transmuting and transitioning through right now, so they can prepare to meet you when it is justified fully here. What is the near future that they haven't shared with you? Four of Cups coming back around. So this is a card of unrequited love. And in the inverse like this, in the reverse, it means a second chance, the way I read it. So the Chariot, yeah, second chance to move this forward. So what they haven't told you is that they are aware that a second chance to move this forward, it feels as though they wanted to move it forward in the past, that you expected it would have moved forward in the past. It also feels like it wasn't time because there was an actual set of circumstances that prevented it from being able to kick off in the right way for good. And so now they are anticipating getting another opportunity to actually kick this off. This says Lord of Blended Pleasure. So to begin blending and alchemizing together and moving it forward together, that's what they anticipate being able to happen. Ooh, and the Chariot, the advice is just to know, here's the Chariot again. So focus on self. In this Chariot, there's only one horse. Usually it's depicted with two sphinxes and the emperor driving it, which is the king of all kings, which we kind of talked about all the kings here in the last 6 cards, 4 kings in the last 6 cards. This is saying, keep focused. It happens when you least suspect it. Keep living your best life, thriving, moving forward in your own right, getting to know yourself, healing, stepping into purpose, living your best life, and trust it is on the way. There's 2 chariots, yin yang there. Okay, let's have one look. One last card for the feminines that would be watching. Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. So this landed right on the Freedom card with the masculines being released from karma. You continue releasing from karma as well, feminines, but there's going to be subtle little hints at things. In the past, you might have missed them. In the past, you might have made them into proof of the suffering. This time, even so slightly, start seeing the small steps, the little things as big progress, big leaps. Don't get all manic and hyped about it, but definitely consider the little things as the real things, the real testament of progress. And masculines, what can we see? Masculines, a couple. Peacock Spirit, let it shine. Look at that. The release, the freedom of the throat chakra. So whatever you've been bound to, masculines, it has been making you play small with showing the world who you are, speaking your truth. This is like loud and proud. This is you coming into your own. This is making me happy. This is beautiful. I just saw 2332. So mirroring, that's so beautiful. So something that you've been picking up on from your feminine is helping inspire you to free your voice, masculines. And see the big picture. So yeah, it's been this tandem, beautiful. Isn't that awesome how the feminine's got the tiny mouse and the masculine's got the big giraffe there? Like, that's our tallest creature and our little. But yeah, it's like a yin yang thing here. Yeah, masculine, see the big picture. It all works together. You weren't necessarily meant to be equal right from the beginning. There are so many things that the dynamic duo support each other through in this becoming. And one day it becomes more relevant to kick this off together than to stay in the developmental stage. And it feels like that day is on the way. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, everybody, many blessings. Bye for now.